Okay, good morning, friends. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy November. Who's pumped for November? Um, it may be a little crazy because all my littles are with me today. Um, so that's always fun, but they've grown up in a Plexus household, so they know Monday mornings for 30 minutes, I am occupied. Okay, so I wanted to come in here today and just be an encouragement and say that you can do this. Everybody repeat after me. You can do this. Say it. Unmute it. Say, I can do this.
I
I
can
can
do
do
this.
this.
How many times do you actually how many times do we actually say that to ourselves? Really, right? Like most of the time we're saying what?
I can't do this.
Yes, Shannon comes on and brings the heat right away. Right? Normally we're saying, I can't do this. I can't make that time work. I can't, send messages. My kids are keeping me busy. I'm this, I'm that. All the reasons why we can't. And I'm here to be that voice of a coach that says, yes, you can. You can. You can make it work. You can build this business and raise wonderful children. You can build this business and run a full-time job. You can build a successful team of people. And so this morning, I literally just want to tell you all the reasons that you can. You can make posts on social media. It takes only a few minutes to post on social media. I want to challenge you to do what Megan Goff was talking about posting 3 times a day. Just do it. Just give it a try because you know what it's going to make you realize that posting once a day is no problem. It's going to stretch you out of that place that says this is too much or I can't think of anything to post. When you have to post for 3 times a day, you're going to be solving for that. You're going to be posting more. I have great news. Facebook is back, baby. Facebook is definitely back. I had a great conversation this weekend with some really high up social media people, and they were just like, Facebook is where it's at. Like, it has really come back around. And so, posting 3 times a day is posting all the time, all day is where it's at right now in sharing your business. So, yes, you can post consistently every single day. Yes, you can attract new people to your social feeds and be sharing Plexus with them. Yes, you can. Yes, you can find a business builder. Yes, you can. How do I know that? Because I have found many, 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 many. The way you get to Emerald is by having a lot of people do a little. Don't focus so much on finding that one superstar rock star. Get everybody we can to silver. Help them grab 3 people. The cream will rise to the top. It is not your job to go sifting and being like, okay, Ashley, yes, she could do it. And uh Lily, she couldn't do it, right? That's not our job. We don't have to decide that. All we have to do is put the opportunity in front of people and say, is this something that you're interested in? It's a lot of people doing a little, and the cream will rise to the top. I promise you. Okay. I always love sharing this story because I think it's so important for you guys to hear. Megan Milakovic was 5 months to go silver. Who here went silver faster than in 5 months? Okay. So everybody on here, by all measurements, what I should have been like, they're a diamond on my team because she was really slow going silver. So what I'm saying to you is if you have a lot of people doing a little, the cream will rise to the top. She saw the post on the team page. She got inspired. She was inspired. She did the things to get her there. So focusing on, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. The main things. Okay, Alita, I can. I'm feeling you. I'm with you. I know I can. What do I do today? Today you message every person and don't just think about it. Okay. I want you to actually say, yes, I can. I can message my entire downline today. I can message my entire downline with the graphic that shows them how much they can earn, that shows them who can join them. And I'm going to send a little voice message with it. Hey, friend, I know you've been loving your products. I just had to let you know with the holidays coming up, I know how much this would have blessed me when I first started, or I know how much this would bless my family at the holidays. I mean, I don't care how much money you make. If somebody tells me I can make an extra $500 this month, guess what I'm doing? I'm moving heaven and earth to make that happen. Y'all, I went crazy trying to get 3 people to sign up for $175 when I first started. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that you have a diamond amidst your network that wants to do this. So that is what I would be doing. I would be saying, I can, and I would not stop today. I would not stop working my business until I've messaged all of them today. Because now for the rest of the week, you're going to be working on follow up. You're going to be working on reaching back out, answering all those questions. Because here's the beautiful thing, work works. When you put the work in, you're going to start getting great responses. You're going to get some ghosting. You're going to get some no's. You're going to get some no thank yous, but I want you to hear me. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you can. Why? I'm going to give you a little bit of a script that I would say. Ashley, what's up? Okay, listen, I have to tell you because duh, it's $460. I got to tell you. Here's a quick graphic. I sent you a graphic. You're probably like, what even is this? But I know you love your products. If you share with 3 people, you make $460. Ashley, do you want more information? I can totally help you. Okay. I'm not going in there being like, dear Brittany, howest arest thouest, and when will we see each other once again? I would like to present it to you the opportunity of Plexus. Here is my 45-minute slideshow presentation, and I would like for you, but that's how we feel, don't we? We feel like we're going in asking for a favor. You ain't asking no favors, Ashley. You're not asking no favors, right, Alicia? Ashley's not asking any favors. She's going in and saying, listen, Brittany, you love your products. You're an amazing person. You're a community builder. You've already been thinking about it. Stop thinking about it and let's take action because literally you can earn $460. The difference between sending something like that and then sending something like, hey, Brittany, so I was thinking you might want to do you guys feel the difference? You have to go in confident. Okay, so how do I get confident? You can do it. You just got to decide. You just have to change your mindset to be like, this is an opportunity that they need to hear about. I need to make this happen for them. And you make that decision. You make that decision to just be like, this is what I'm doing and this is what's happening. And here we go. Okay. So sending those messages in confidence. And here's what's going to happen. You're going to have 1 or 2 people respond to you favorably and be like, oh my gosh, yes. Or they're going to be like, tell me more. And you're going to be like, yes, this is the best. Because work works. The people who are growing in my organization are the people who are working, are the people who are messaging, are the people who are, prepping and doing the work, right? And so everybody doing a little on your team can create massive growth. You don't need to pop a ruby overnight to go emerald. Okay? You can have a multiple silvers going on and really build your business. People going gold, 5 golds is ruby. Is it easier to picture developing a gold than it is to picturing developing a ruby? Probably. 10 silvers gets you to ruby, right? So thinking about what makeup do I need to get me to where I want to go? And just start doing the math backwards. And really making that decision of, I just need a lot of people doing a little. Instead of hunting for just one person, I want a lot of people doing a little and the cream will rise to the top because guess what? You can do this. You can absolutely do it. So I saw this thing over the weekend that was so powerful. I screenshot it. I sent it everywhere I could think of. And it's Nick Saban's The 5 Enemies of Greatness. And it just has I don't know, just got me all up in my feels about what slows us down and what stops us. And the first thing he put down was entitlement. And I think a lot of times we think of entitlement as like an attitude where we're like a snobby person who's like drinking champagne on the beach or something and totally entitled. But this actually breaks it down for us. It broke it down for me. And he says success makes people think they deserve more without doing more. So we can hit a rank and then we're like, okay, I'm good. Why isn't it happening? Why, like, what's going on? Why isn't this working? And really, it's like that's just an entitlement mindset. And this is coming from literally the best college football coach in the history. Okay. And he has created an extraordinary football team that just wins, 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 and wins. Rodney said to me the other day that when, and this is just a little football history, but when Tennessee, so we're Tennesseans, when the Vols beat Alabama, we tore down our goalposts and threw it in the river. I don't know, don't ask me why they do that, but it's weird, but it's like this tradition. You know what Nick Saban said? He said, for y'all, it's history. For us, it was just another Saturday. Because they're always winning. They're always winning. The mindset is we win. For Tennessee, it was like this huge deal because we finally beat them. And for Alabama, they're just like, this is just another Saturday. Okay. And so that is really impressive, right? It's entitlement can slow you down, feeling like, why isn't my business where I want it to be? I would ask myself, what am I doing? What do I believe I can do to get me to that next place? Entitlement is the belief that past effort guarantees future rewards. Come on, that's good. I posted really consistently last month. Why is it not working now? Because you got to keep doing the things. Greatness only belongs to those who earn it again and again every day. And that doesn't mean being perfect, but that means showing up with the heart of a lion, the heart of someone who's driven, the heart of someone who's like, I want this. And this is what he says, and I've seen this clip so many times. He goes, you get up every day and you are entitled to nothing. You are entitled to nothing. Nothing is acceptable but your best. And I love when he does that clip because just the way he even says it just gives you chills because like you're entitled to nothing. You get nothing. You are entitled to nothing. And I think that we live in such an entitled culture as North Americans, okay? Just that entitlement, like we're entitled to freedom. No, we're not. Michael could tell you he fought very hard for our freedom, right? That there are a lot of people in our service who fight very hard to maintain freedom, right? We're entitled to nothing. And when you think of it that way, right? When my husband died, I could have been like, I'm entitled to take a break. I'm entitled to just lay back and cry. I mean, I really could have, right? I could have chose to just check out and been like, I'm entitled to this. And nobody would have blamed me and nobody would have shamed me. And that was my choice. But my choice was I didn't want to live a life that I regretted. That is more important to me than feeling entitled. Entitlement is a victim mentality that tells us I'm entitled to a result without doing the work. I'm entitled to hit these points and hit this income rank without doing the work. And you know what that says is it says that the people who have done the work, that it's like, it's kind of, I mean, how is that fair to them, right? Who are working 5 days a week, putting in the time, having more conversations, being braver, feeling that sick feeling in their stomach when they message somebody, right? Entitlement is a victim mentality that I really want to see. I want to see as a culture us changing, but just even working on your own self and working on your own family of like, okay, what are we entitled to? What do we think we just deserve, right? What do we think we just are entitled to? The second thing he talks about is lack of discipline. Hang on one second. I'm going to call one of my kids to see if they can grab the. Just put his passy in. He should be fine. Okay. Lack of discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it, which we already knew. Without discipline, talent becomes wasted potential. And this is where I want to talk a little bit. Without a self-discipline, your potential is wasted. Okay? You're not giving your full potential. I firmly believe this when I say this, that we are sitting, standing, walking around with full potential to be whatever we want to be, whatever we feel like God has called us to be. We have the full potential to do that. It is right there. It is right there. You have full access to tap into it and be driven by it in full potential. But the lack of discipline is what slows that down. And then I call it actually self-sabotage. When you have a lack of discipline and you're not tapping into your full potential, and then you're just wondering like what's happening, it's self-sabotage. You're slowing yourself down on purpose. Because part of us knows that work works and we're entitled to feel like we don't have to work. Right? We feel that way. Or we can't. Run hard when it gets hard to run. Everything starts with discipline. Practice until you can't get it wrong. Have you been doing calls after calls after calls? Have you been sharing your story and sharing your story and sharing your story? If you get on Alicia Robinson's news feed, literally, I mean, you're going to see her on there every day without fail. She is on there and she is doing the things, right? Are you practicing like that? Are you doing it until you can't get it wrong? Not just until you get it right, he says, but until you can't get it wrong. If you don't respect it enough to do it right, when it's the right way to do it, how can you be trusted in the game? And when you put that into Plexus world, it's like, how can you be trusted to lead a team if you don't respect it? Woo, come on. That's good. How can you be trusted to lead a team if you don't respect it enough to be disciplined to show up? That, I mean, come on, someone that's good. That fires me up again. Just listen to that. It's like, yes, that is so good. So you can do it. No one is saying, not anywhere in there does he say it has to be perfect. It has to be right. It has to be all the things, but it is about showing up and putting the work in to create that trust, to create those connections, to create that skill set for yourself. So when you're thinking about what skill sets do I need to learn? Well, it's been a whole year since last January, almost. What have you learned in that year? What have you been disciplined to learn to growing your business? Circumstances over vision. Average performers let circumstances dictate their attitude and effort. And I will say I have absolutely seen this. I have absolutely seen this in my career in Plexus, is that average performers let circumstances dictate their attitude and effort. I don't know about you, but do you guys want to be an average performer? Is that when we grow up, we're like, you know what I want to be? I want to be an average performer. I don't think anybody wants to be an average performer. Like, I really don't. I really don't think anybody wants to be. But a way to know if you are is you let circumstances dictate your attitude and your effort. So when people ask me, they're like, how did you keep going? And I mean, I'm talking like days after my husband died, I'm on social media. I mean, the OGs around here would know and attest to that. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was just, okay, here we go. We're doing it. Why did I do that? I didn't do it because I was like, okay, I've gotta make my paint drink post for the day. I did it because my passion was so strong that it was like, I don't care what my circumstances are. I'm putting the effort in because this is my hope right now. This is what I'm believing. This is where I'm going. Okay. So having that mindset of just, I'm not entitled to anything. Nobody owes me anything. Nobody's coming to save you. There's not going to be any big, lightning bolt from the sky with money coming out. Okay. Now, obviously my belief system is Jesus saves you. But what I'm saying is in a big picture here with business is that nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to come to you and give you all the accountability you need. They're not going to come to you and say, here's the perfect plan that will work every single time. You have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to say, yes, I can. You have to be willing to be coachable, to, like, when you get off this call, watch how coachable you are. Really, really watch it. Did I message my entire downline, or did I just think about it? Did I hope I would? Did I wish I would? Did I actually do it? Being coachable, right? Not being entitled that we know everything. And That is a really powerful thing too. Okay. So circumstances over vision. Your standard doesn't change based on who you play, what the score is, or how you feel. So that means your standard doesn't change whether someone messages you and rejects you, whether someone quits. Circumstances over vision. Vision is, for example, vision, I can normally tell if somebody is focused on the wrong thing by what they're asking. If someone is asking questions that they, maybe they if they're part of the team that they should know already, but mainly it's more like if someone messages me and they're like, oh, there's a spelling mistake, or oh, it's this, or oh, it's this, I can tell they're focused on the wrong things. You're focusing your energy on looking for what's wrong instead of looking for what's right. And so when you're looking for what's right, you're going to sign people up. How do I know? Because I've done this for a long time, and I can guarantee you, I can tell how someone's business is doing simply based on their mindset, simply based off conversations with them now. And it's not because I'm great, and it's not because I'm just so educated. It's literally because I've practiced for so long. I've coached for so long. I remember coaching people who didn't want to be coached. And I still coached them because I was like, I'm practicing. So you don't want to be coached. I'm practicing. So just answer my questions. Because I was scared and nervous to do all those things, but I did it anyway, right? Your vision has to be bigger than your circumstances. So that means when I'm telling myself, oh, I can't do XYZ, I can't get on these calls, it's too much work, I've got too many little kids running around, it's crazy. I think of, well, remember that time Alicia literally combated a rooster on a call and still survived and is still here to tell us? I remember those stories. I tell myself stories of success. When I was a single mom, I constantly focused on stories of success. I had to remind my brain why I was doing this and where I was going. It is absolutely critical. And if you're not doing that, you're not coachable. So I would just ask yourself, am I coachable? Am I doing that every day and really tuning back into my vision and writing it down? If you want to be good, you really don't have a lot of choices because it takes what it takes. Boom. Nick Saban, high five, come duplexes with me because, oh my gosh, he would be amazing. But literally, it's so true. If you want to be good, you really don't have a choice. You just got to do what it takes because it takes what it takes. So that means messaging people, posting on social media. If you do the coaching questions and you go through those 5 questions and you can tell where your numbers are, out of 10, what is your social media posting like? Out of 10, what is your how many people are you signing up? Out of 10, where are you focused on personal growth? And out of 10, how are you focused on coaching your team? All these things. If you can tell where your numbers are, you know exactly, it's not a guessing game because it takes what it takes. You got to have a strong mindset. You got to have a 10 out of 10 mindset. Okay. You got to have a 10 out of 10 on social media. You got to have a 10 out of 10 on all the things, the components of this, right? And you need to be working towards that 10. So if my personal growth is a 6, someone sent me a thing and it was their personal growth level was at a 6. And I was like, well, you already know what you need to work on. I don't even need to coach you because I can tell immediately that's where you need to work. Boom. It's a great way to just assess where you're at. Okay. Where are you at? Self-pity. Number 4 is self-pity. The fastest ways to lose is to feel sorry for yourself. Self-pity kills resilience and responsibility. Woo, no, that's good. It kills resilience and responsibility. It's somebody else's fault. I can't do it. I want more time. I need more this. I need more that. Self-pity literally kills your resilience. You want to learn how to be more resilient? Alita, I need to build my resilience. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. I actually, and I don't really care what anyone thinks about this. I was going to say this might be a little crazy for some, but oh well. When my husband died, I sat my kids down and we watched, oh gosh, what was that show? A Heart Calling. What is that show? When Calls the Heart. When Calls the Heart. Such a good show. Okay. I love that show. Very Hallmarky, very adorable. But the reason I made the kids watch it was because their entire town was widowed with kids. Their entire town. There was a mining accident and all the men died. And why I did that was because I wanted my kids to know, hey, you're not the only ones that has hardship. That's important because the minute you start to feel sorry for yourself is the minute that everything falls apart. Like, tell me what feeling sorry for yourself does for you. Like, it's not going to do much for you, right? So don't feel sorry for yourself. Everybody's got to be responsible for their own self-determination. If you think that not confronting people who don't do the right things is helping your organization, you're absolutely wrong. Whew, that's good. And then complacency. The moment you think you've arrived, you start to decline. Complacency turns champions into ex-champions. Hunger and humility must outlast. Why does it keep doing that? Must outlast success if you want to stay great. Hunger and humility. And there is something very powerful about surrounding yourself with people who are go-getters. And I've recently kind of just changed things up in my own circle the last couple months. And it is unreal. It is unreal because go-getters, high achievers, people who are great, they're working their business every single day. They're showing up. And these are diamonds that are working their business every single day. And I admire it because that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing it. And I want to see my team just succeed and thrive and all the things. And so my hunger comes now from not just wanting to improve my own business, but to mainly improve y'all's businesses and to bring back anything that I'm learning. I always bring back here. And so again, the encouragement of you can do this. You just got to make that decision. You just have to decide that you want it enough to do it. And so with that, I want to just kind of remind everybody, we've got a system in place and it's nothing new. It's nothing earth shattering, but it's going to be very consistent and a really good way for us to measure. Tonight is going to be our team call, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Tuesday night is going to be new VIP welcome call. It is always going to be with Cheryl Muller, unless she needs to take a week off or something. And then it'll be me or Megan. That will be a 15-minute call for any new VIP. We're going to be doing $50 cash prizes for that. And then on Wednesday night, every single Wednesday night, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, it'll be me or Megan running a Meet Plexus. We will do a short spurt on products and a short spurt on the business, and we will share our stories. We want to put our best foot forward for you guys so that you guys can bring potentials and people to it. I'm going to end with this. This system is measurable because we're going to use the We Mean Business chat alongside it, and we're going to have a little leaderboard in there. Who is inviting? Who did you invite? And me personally, Megan, and Cheryl are going to follow up with you guys on how to close those deals so that we're teaching people exactly how to close the deals. We want you guys to be able to bring people and sign them up so that you know when I bring somebody, they're signing up, right? Like they're going to sign up. We're going to make this happen. And so the people who are seeing massive success, and I'm talking 42 jewels on their team, massive success, are doing this exact system. So there's nothing new to it. It's very basic. It's very simple, but it's consistently driving. So on Wednesday, you're going to see me really amp up in our chat and really start driving invites to the Wednesday night call. And here's what I'm going to say. There's going to be temptation to maybe be like, I don't like the time. I don't like the, I don't like the night that it's on. I don't like the whatever like that happens. And I understand, but I want to just encourage you to use this system. And if for whatever reason, these days and times don't work for you, create your own, because this system works. So it's just a team call for your current people, a Tuesday night call for your new people, and a Wednesday night call for your potentials. And then you can measure it by success. But I'm going to encourage you, why wouldn't you want to just come and plug them into people who've been doing this for 10 years? It's really excellent. So, and then Jennifer, that's obviously 6 PST time. So doing the things, yes, they'll be recorded. Yes, you can share the recordings, but I'm going to really encourage you to do those things. Okay. I love you guys. Have an amazing Monday. Happy month beginning. Let's go.